Hey everyone, RJ here with CV Tech, and today I have an all-new phone from Boost Mobile to unbox for y'all today, and this is called the Wiko Ride. So let's go ahead and get this started. Okay, so this is a newly released device available on Boost Mobile from a company that I've really never heard of before. The company is called Wiko, and when I heard this phone was coming out on Boost Mobile, I had to get my hands on it just to see what it's all about. So let's go ahead and look at some of the specs here on the front of the box. It's got a 5.45-inch touchscreen display, talk time up to 20 hours, has 16 gigabytes of ROM, 2 gigabytes of RAM, and a 2 gigahertz quad-core processor. On the back here shows some more specs. The same 5.45 touchscreen display, a 2500 milliamp hour battery. It is 3G, 4G LTE, 2 gigahertz quad-core processor, 16 gigabytes of ROM, 2 gigabytes of RAM, Android OS with a 5 megapixel main camera and a 2 megapixel front-facing camera. So let's go ahead and get this box open. Okay, so here is the box that was inside the box, and I gotta say it's a really nice presentation here, showing the phones, the name brand of the phone. This black and green color scheme here looks really nice. Now turning the box around here, it does show some more specs, and I read off what I haven't read off already. 18:9 display, has a FWVGA Plus display at 960 by 480. It does have a 2 gigahertz quad-core processor with Android 9 Pie right out of the box. So, let's just get into this thing here and find out what this phone's all about. Now, right on top here, of course, is the device. We'll go ahead and pull this phone out and sit to the side. Now, here we do have just a standard wall brick there. Nothing too exciting. Probably no fast charge, nothing like that there. And in here, we do get a micro USB charging cable, so no type C. And under here we do get your Wiko Ride safety and warranty guide, and it looks to have a removable battery, so that's always kind of nice, instead of an internal battery. So yeah, let's go ahead, put all this away, and we'll look at this phone. Okay, so the phone is now in hand, and as you can tell, the phone is made of plastic. The back cover here has this checkerboard look, as you can see right there. It's not grippy, nothing like that. It's just, a plastic back. Has the little Wiko branding right there. Kind of hard to see in certain angles, however you turn the phone. But on the back there is your single rear-facing camera with your flash, your bottom firing speaker. On the right here, of course, is your power button and your volume rocker here. On top, we got your noise canceling mic with your 3.5 millimeter headset jack. On the left, we have nothing at all. On the bottom, we have your micro USB charging port as well as your microphone. And on the front is your 5.45-inch display with your receiver and front-facing camera. Now, if we go ahead here and remove the back cover, you will see right there is where the battery goes. Up here in the left top corner is where your nano SIM card is already pre-installed, and on the right here is where your SD card goes. So let's just go ahead and slap this back cover back on here, and we'll go ahead and power this phone up. As you can see, the screen leaves a lot of fingerprints, as you can see right there. So yeah, I got your Wiko. I think it said game changer. Is that what it said? Really, yeah, game changer. Kind of a cool animation there. It says Wiko Ride. So kind of a cool little startup there here on this device. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get this phone set up, and I'll come back shortly. Okay, so we're set up now and ready to go. Now this phone does not have any kind of like fingerprint scanner, nothing like that on this phone. This is a very cheap budget device. I paid $40 for this phone at Walmart. And it's got your PIN pattern password, but it also has face unlock. So I got that set up. Let's go ahead and check that out. Not looking at it. Now I am. And it opens up. Let's turn it off and try that again. And opens right up. So the animations do seem to be a bit slow. However, you can turn those off in developer options if you so wish. Now, looking at the screen here, the screen being, I think it was 960 by 480, which is FWVGA plus 18 by 9 ratio. If you're looking at the screen head on, like I'm doing right here, the screen don't look bad. It really don't. However, if you move it this direction, it really washes out. If you move it this direction, you can see that it just pretty much, yeah, the screen just, I mean, side to side, you can just tell that, you know, that the viewing angles are not good. However, if you're looking at it from head on, it don't look bad at all. Now, this is a very stock experience here of Android. Swiping up here, you'll see just, you know, a little bit of bloatware like Facebook, stuff like that. You got Sprint Zone, you got Prime Video, and stuff like that. But overall, a pretty stock experience here on this device. Now I know this phone has 2 gigabytes of RAM. Onboard storage is 16 gigs. And before anybody gets in the comments and says, oh, that's just too low for 2019, well, you gotta look at it. Okay, the phone's $40. It's not 140, it's not 240, it's $40. Alright, so it's cheap. So you can't expect a lot of RAM, a lot of storage, and a phone that is that cheap. So let's go ahead, just kind of look around here a little bit. As you drop down here, automatically got a important system update available. I'll be downloading that, see what that's all about. Got your drop down here for your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, do not disturb, your flashlight, auto rotate, battery saver, airplane mode. You can cast your screen as well. So go in here in settings here for a little bit. Got your network and internet, Wi-Fi, data usage, hotspot, VPN, private DNS, stuff like that. Connected devices here, just preparing a new Bluetooth. You have your app notifications, your battery. You have standby intelligent power saving. You have your battery saver, adaptive brightness, battery percentage, last full charge, and screen usage since full charge. So 2500 milliamp hour battery. We'll see how that goes. Display, you have brightness level, a screen color, mood here. If you want it cooler or warmer, you can adjust the color temperature to whatever you want it to be. So kind of nice stuff there. Night light, that's a brightness, wallpaper, sleep, and just your typical stuff there that you see in most phones. Now this phone does have only 16 gigabytes of storage, and 6.57 has already been used, leaving you with 9.43 gigabytes out of the box. However, you can add an SD card for all your pictures, videos, music, whatever the case may be. Security and location, you have your screen lock screen preferences, face unlock, and smart lock there as well. Got your Google services there and your system, so you have languages. Got your gestures here. Jump to camera, swipe up on home button. It says swipe up on home button to switch apps. Okay, there we go. And you also get your prevent ringing for vibration, stuff like that. And this phone also, like I said, does run Android 9 Pie. As you can see right there, running March 2019 security patch. So that's just your basic overall look there. The phone, very simple, very, you know, just your very cheap budget device. Yes, it has big bezels, as you see right there. It's noticeable, you can see it, but it's $40. Okay, $40 for this phone right here, and it's from a company that's new to the US basically. And I'm really interested to see, you know, if they'll bring more phones to the US. You know, I'm hearing that they're wanting to push more phones in the US, and I've seen some other phones that they make, and they seem to look pretty decent. Let's go to the camera here for a brief moment, and I can already kind of tell just by looking at it that it ain't gonna be the greatest quality in the world, but hey, it's the price, okay? So over here, you got a panoramic shot, you got your video mode here, camera mode. You also have your portrait mode, that's kind of surprising, as well as your face beauty. Now up top here's your flash, screen, 4x3, 1x1, and this little button up here gives you some different stuff like gray, sepia, tint, temperature, stuff like that. Now going up here into the settings, you have your touch shot, self timer, 5 megapixel camera. So let's push on that. Yeah, 3 megapixel, 18x9, 5 megapixel, 4x3, 3 megapixel, 1x1. So yeah, let's go ahead and go over to the video mode here, and you can record in full 1080 and 720. So you can record in full 1080, and I will be testing out those cameras here as well. Go to the front facing camera, and whoa, that is really zoomed in, and the quality And that right there has some frame droppage right there. And it don't even give you an option up here to change the resolution of the camera. So I have no idea what kind of camera resolution this thing has on the camcorder for the front camera. But let's go ahead and go to the camera setting there as well. And look up here, 2 megapixel camera, 1 megapixel 18:9, 1 megapixel 1:1. So yeah, I will be testing the cameras out just to see what it's like. But to be honest with you, I mean, it runs a 2 gigahertz quad core processor. It is a MediaTek processor, I do believe, and I will be getting into more of that here in my next video. But I mean, the phone seems to run fairly smooth right now. You know, the animations do seem a bit slow, but those can be turned off. So that's what I want to do. But anyway, this is just a unboxing and first look here at the Wiko Ride, available on Boost Mobile. If this was helpful and informative in any way, hit that like button. Any questions you may have, leave it below, and subscribe if you haven't. Hit that bell for notifications for future videos. I'd really appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.